This is the review. Alright, so I posted earlier the other video on the triangle inequality theorem, where you know that any two sides of a triangle must be greater than a third. So this now is your review. So any question that's on this review is the type of question that you would see on your quiz. Okay, so talks about angle relationships, so you have to familiarize yourself with certain relationships in order for you to accomplish this task. So start right off the bat. So which angles are vertical angles? So first of all, to be vertical angles, we need two lines that intersect. So let me show you what those two lines. So we have this line and this line that intersect, right? So if these, when that happens, it creates four angles. So let me draw that over here and take away this line because that may be confusing everybody. So when you have this, we have vertical angles, which means that this, if this is called x or measures x, guess what this side is x? Guess what the other side is? That would be y. The other two angles, if this, whatever y is, so would be this side. So you create two congruent pairs, right? X and x has the same value, and y has the same value. So they're asking here, who are the vertical angles? Well, let me just draw this again. We draw the line. So again, first of all, you need two intersecting lines. So we know, well, this is not it, right? You don't have another line crossing that, right? So if there was another line like this, then yes, but it's just, that's not it. So the two lines of interest is this line, why do I keep doing that? This line and this line. And who are the vertical angles? Well, the vertical angles would be these guys. This guy and this guy, 1 and 4. Or this guy with this guy at the bottom. So who are the congruent angles? So 1 and 4 are the same. So if 1 was, I don't know, I'm making this up, was 80, guess what? 4 would be exactly, would be 80. And then what would be angle 5? Well, angle 5 and the 8 are supplementary, so this would be 100, which means 5 would be 100, and then who's 100 on top? It'd be 2 and 3 combined gives me 100. But let's see our multiple choices. So they're saying 4 and 2 are vertical angles. 4 and 2, absolutely not. 1 and 3, this one and this one, absolutely not. 2 and 5, 2 and 5, no. 2 and 3, 2 with 3 is equal to 5, yes. But and then obviously it's 1 and 4, which is this guy right here and these guy and this guy right here are vertical angles, right? So that would be the answer to the first one. So you have to make sure you know your vertical angles. Number 2, find the value of x. Well, what's the relationship? Well, there's this little square thing here, which tells me that this whole angle is 90 degrees. So they're saying that there was an angle 90 degrees. It was cut into two parts. One part's called 4x. The other part is called 36 degrees. What's the relationship? First of all, they're complementary. Second of all, how do I make an equation out of these? So, well, I know that if I take 4x, whatever it is, and I add to that 36, I will get 90. And that's the equation. And the only way I can set up that equation is knowing that these two are complementary, which means that one angle plus the other angle equals to 90. Now the rest is just solving. Minus 36, minus 36. So we get 4x, right? 4x equals 54. Divide by 4, divide by 4. What's 54 divided by 4? Where is that? I'll just put it over here because I don't have a calculator. 1, 4, 14. That's 3, 12. And then we bring a 0 down. So it's 13x equals 13.5. And I know they just said find the value of x. So if this was a quiz question, it would be done. But I'm just going to plug this in and see what I get. So that's not the value of the angle, it's the value of the variable. So to find the value of the angle, I would go 4 times 13.5. 13.5 plus 13.5 is 27. And then 27 plus 13.5 plus 21 would be 54. So that equals 54. And notice that if I take this, which I know now the value of the angle, which is 54, and I add 54, 36, I should get 90 because we established right from the beginning that this angle plus this angle equals 90, and it does. But now I know that one is 36 degrees and the other one is 54 degrees. Oh, right. 2. What's the relationship between these two guys? It's supplementary. Why do I need to know that? Because now I can set up the equation. I know this whole thing is 180. So I know that the sum, x plus 118 equals 180. And that's the equation that I'm able to create based on me knowing that they are supplementaries. Minus 118, minus 118, that goes away. X equals 62 degrees. So that's 118, which you already knew how to do, but I'm just telling you that. You knew they were supplementary, therefore you knew how to create the angle. In the diagram below, blah, 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 blah. Find the value of x and the value of the angles. All right, so what's the relationship between these two angles? They are what kind of angles? They're supplementary. And if they're supplementary, I know that one angle, called 3x plus 25, plus the other angle, called 2x, equals 180. Solve, we get 5x plus 25 equals 180, minus 25 on both sides, that goes away. 5x equals 155, divide by 5, divide by 5, x equals 31. X equals 31, not the value of the angle, it's the value of the variable. Come back here, so that's 2x, or 2 times 31, which gives me 62 degrees. This is 3 times 31 plus 25. 3 times 31 is 93, plus 25, it's 8, 128 degrees. Just to confirm, what happens if I add, 5 and 8 goes 1, 10, 12. Did I multiply something wrong? 1 second. Did I subtract something wrong? 7 times 7 minus 2 is 5. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be 118, sorry. 118. Now, if I add 118 plus 62, do I get 180? Yes. And they should equal 180 because they are supplementary. Two angles added together to produce 90 degrees is, well, complementary. What is the measure of angle PUV? Well, angle PUV, let's find angle PUV first of all. Okay, V and U. So that's the angle of interest right now. So now notice that if I continue this line here over here, and I take this line P and continue to the other side, it is 2, and let me just go like this and like this to show you, and I'm gonna not put the other line there so that you can focus on what on the question, which is angle PUV, which is this angle here. They're saying, what does this measure right here? Well, notice that it's two intersecting lines, which means they're vertical angles, and they're telling you this is 63 degrees, so which means automatically that this guy, our angle of interest, is also 60 degrees. There's your answer. What are vertical angles? Angles that are adjacent to each other? No. Angles that up to 180? No. Angles that are opposite of each other when two lines intersect. So here's a line, here's another line. So if these two angles are opposite each other, so if this measures 30 degrees, guess what this side would measure? Also 30 degrees. Correct answer, C. 7. Angle AOB, let's highlight that one. AOB. And then angle COB, here's the C, here's the O, and here's the B. Guess what they are? Well, are they complementary? Absolutely not. Do they add up to 90? No. Are they supplementary? So no. Do they add up to 90? No. Are they vertical angles? Are the angles created by two intersecting lines like that? No. So just by elimination, this is the answer. But Why are they adjacent? Because they share, and I'll highlight in green, this guy. This line is common to both angles, and guess what? The vertex is also common to both angles. So therefore, they are adjacent. I had a cup of coffee, but number 9, what's complementary to angle 4? So here's angle 4. So you might need a highlighter on your quiz. Here's angle 4. Right, so highlight that. So angle 4 plus this guy here that I don't know, with a big question mark, is 90. Well, it can't be angle 3, because angle 3, they're telling you right off the bat is 90. So if I add angle, whatever angle 4 is plus 90, I'm not going to get 90. I'm going to get more than 90. So that's not your answer. So we need something and that I can add to angle 4 that will give me 90. So, and the only other angle that I can do that with is this guy here, angle 5. Okay, because we know that if this guy is 90, guess what? This is a straight line, right? So this whole thing is 180. But they're already telling us that angle 3 is 90 degrees. So that means that angle 4 plus 5 gives me 90. So angle 4 plus angle 5 equals 90. So when they ask me, hey, this is angle 4, what can I add to angle 4 to give me 90? Well, here's my answer. 10, what's the value of x shown below? So we want, what's the relationship to vertical angles? Right? What's the equation? When they're vertical, they're equal to each other. So I can write 60 equals 5x minus 10. 10, 7 equals 5x. Divide by 5, divide by 5. X equals 14. Okay, if I wanted to go a little bit more, I would go 5 times 14 minus 10. 5 times 14 is 70, minus 10 gives me 60. That worked out because it's equal to 60 degrees on the other side. 11. What kind of relationship do these two angles have? Well, what do we know about this whole angle? It's 180, so these two are supplementary. Which means I can set up my equation, say angle 3x plus angle 12x minus 30 is equal to 180. Combine like terms, 15x minus 30 equals 180, plus 30, plus 30. That goes away, 15x equals 210, divide by 15, divide by 15. What is this? 14. So x equals 14. And now I want the value of the angles. So I come back here. First one is 3 times 14, which is going to give me 42. Second one is 12 times 14 minus 30. And then 12 times 14 is 168. So on one side, there's something wrong. 28. No, that's right. 68, 168. Oh, and I have to subtract 30, so that actually gives me 138. So this angle here measures 42 degrees, and this angle here measures 138 degrees. Do they add up to 180? Yes, they do. How many questions does this have? 12. If angle 1 is 30, let me go ahead and put 30. What's the value of angle 2? Well, let's do this whole thing. If that's 30, guess what? This is 30 degrees. And what's angle 2? Well, angle 2 is going to be the supplement, right, of 30 degrees. 180 minus 30. This guy's going to be 150, which makes angle 4 also 150. So what's, well, the relationship here, I don't know. Well, I didn't have to do that, okay? Actually, I didn't have to do that. So, but this is one way you could have done this. The other way you could have done this, sorry, I didn't see it. This is 30 degrees, and I know we can automatically write that this is 30 degrees, but what's the relationship between angle 1 and 2? Between angle 1 and 2, they're supplementary, right? So to find angle 2, I would do angle 1, which is 30 degrees. Let me write this way. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180. I already know what angle 1 is because that's given to me. It's 30 plus angle 2 is equal to 180. Why did I put that other thing there? Idea. So we're going to do minus 30, and angle 2 equals 150. Right? Done. 13. What's the value of x? All right. Well, what's the relationship? Well, vertical angles. The vertical angles, that means they're equal to each other, right? This angle and this angle have the same exact value. So I can write that 2x plus 6, one angle on one side, is equal to the other angle. They're equal to each other. Minus 6, minus 6. 2x equals 90, divide by 2, divide by 2, x equals 45. That's the value of the variable. So if I plug it in here, I get 2 times 45 plus 6, 90 plus 6. And notice that gives me 96, which is equal to the other side as well. Angle A, which is right here, that is 4x plus 6. Angle B, which is right here, is 6x plus 4. Find the value of x. Well, what do I know about these two angles? Well, first of all, see that this guy is, means that this is 90. And if that's 90, guess what this angle is? It's also 90 degrees because they're vertical, right? So if they're vertical, they're equal, so I can write their vertical angles. And if they're vertical angles, I can say, oops, sorry, take it back. What am I talking about? Well, vertical angles between this. So let me rephrase. So if this is 90, this side over here, let me start again. We know that this is 90 degrees. That's 90 degrees. Guess what? A and B, right? On the other side is also, this whole thing is 90 degrees. So let me put that's 90 degrees. Let me put him somewhere over here. This thing is 90 degrees. Right, so imagine a 90 degree angle, and it's split up into two parts. One part's called A, and the other part's called B. So the relationship between these two is that it's complementary. So the relationship between A and B is that they're complementary, so that means that 4x plus 6, angle A, plus 6x plus 4, which is angle B, is equal to 90. Combine like terms. Sorry, 10x plus 10 equals 90 minus 10 minus 10. 10x equals 80. Divide by 10, x equals 8. So x, the value of the variable, is 8. Let me substitute over here. I get 4 times 8 plus 6, 32 plus 6, which is 38. So angle A is 38. And angle B, it's 6 times 8 plus 4. 6 times 8 is 48. Plus 4 gives me 52 degrees. So if I take 52 and I add up to 38, do I get 90? Yes. Right? And that makes sense. We have a triangle, right? We have obviously 3 angles, so I'm going to make a triangle. And this angle right here measures 4x minus 1. This angle right here measures 6x. And this angle right here measures 2x plus 1. It doesn't matter which angle is what. I don't know their values yet. Right? But I know that right now they're represented by these 3 different expressions. What do I know about these 3 angles? Well, I know that, let's call it the angle A plus angle B plus angle C in a triangle is equal to 180, right? That's the relationship they have. So 4x minus 1 plus 2x plus 1 plus the last angle, 6x, equals to 180. That's the relationship. Combine like terms, 4, 2, and 6 is 12x. Minus 1 and plus 1 is just 0. So 180 divided by 12, divide by 12, right? And x equals 15. Anyway. Okay. So now that I know the value of the variable, I can come back here, plug it in, and find the largest angle. So this one is 6x, or 6 times 15, which is going to give me 90. So this angle measures 90 degrees, not to scale, okay? So obviously now I can draw a different triangle, but right now it measures 90. This one is 4x minus 1, so it's 4 times 15 minus 1. 4 times 15 is 60, minus 1 is 59. So the second angle measures 59 degrees. And the last angle, 2x plus 1, or 2 times 15 plus 1, it's 30 plus 1, which makes it 31. So the largest angle measures 90 degrees. Okay. Find the measure of angle C. What's the relationship? I know that in a triangle, the three angles, called whatever they're called, is equal to 180. Now I can set up the equation. So I have 3 angles. It's 5x plus the other angle called x plus the other angle called 2x plus 4. What I know about the 3 angles, they measure, added up, they give you 180. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8x plus 4 equals 180. Minus 4 on both sides. 8x equals 176. Right? Divide by 8. Divide by 8. X equals 22. And we want to find angle C, and this is angle C right here, which is 2x plus 4, or 2 times 22 plus 4, 44 plus 4, which gives me 48. So angle C measures 48 degrees. Do I care about the other angles? No. Not that I don't care about the angles. They're not asking about the other angles. What's the measure of angle LKN, which is, where's L? Here's L. Here's K, and here's N. So they're asking me for this angle, right? So the exterior angle theorem that we talked about a couple of days ago, with some relationship. So I know that this angle here, the exterior angle, right, angle LKN is equal to the sum of these two other angles, 70 plus 50. So angle LKN, right, or if you want to use a variable, I mean, I'm just going to use that, equals 120. So this guy here is 120. So this exterior angle will always be equal to the non-adjacent angles, right, the interior angles, the sum of these two angles. Here, what's the value of MUTS? Again, MUTS is this guy here, so they're asking us for the value of this guy, this angle. Right? Well, it has a question mark. So what do we? What's the relationship? Well, I know the exterior angle, this guy here, is equal to the two interior angles that are not adjacent to 123, and let's call this x, by the way. X plus 69, right? This exterior angle is equal to the sum of this guy plus this guy. Minus 69, minus 69. That goes away. X equals 13 minus 9 is 4. 11 minus 6 is 5. 54 degrees. This guy is 54. Okay, so, and these two angles will always be equal to the sum of these two angles. This one and this one will always be equal to that exterior angle outside. And that's the relationship. What's the value of x? Oh, yeah, it's a triangle. So in the triangle, and again, angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals 180. That's the relationship, right? The sum of the angles in a triangle is equal to 180. In this case, one is called x plus 2x plus 2x plus 15. All three angles added together equals 180. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5x plus 15 equals 180. Minus 15 minus 15. 5x equals 165 divided by 5 divided by 5. X equals 31. 31, not degrees, sorry. X equals 31. So we want the angles. So this one is already, we know, so it's just 31 degrees. This one is 2 times x, so 2 times 31, which gives me 62 degrees. And this one is 2 times 31 plus 15. 2 times 31 is 62. Plus 15 gives me 77. Oh, and I did this wrong. Sorry, it's not 31. should be 33. Apologies. So x equals to 33. 5 plus 16, 3, 2, 15. Yeah, it's 33. So again, my mistake. So x should be 33 degrees. This one is going to be 2 times 33, which is going to give me 66 degrees. And this one is going to be 2 times 33 plus 15. 2 times 33 is 68. Plus 15 is going to give me 83. And it's also wrong. What am I doing? 66. Oh, this is. Oh my god. All right. Need a break. So 2 times 33, 66 plus 15, and that's 81. That's much better. So that's correct. So if you want to confirm, add 33 plus 66 plus 81. So we get 10, carry 1, 4, 10, 18, 180. It added up to 180, so I know I'm good. So this is correct. 20. This is never ending. CAB, where's CAB? CAB, well, okay. I don't even know why we have the angles, so we have this exterior angle, and we know that this exterior angle is going to be equal to this angle, to the sum of this angle, and this angle. So let's say the exterior angle, so I'm going to write the relation. The exterior angle, you don't have to write it, is equal to the sum. 1 second, please. Just go. So the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior angles on the opposite side, right, on the other side. So it wouldn't be this angle. So this opposite this angle, you have this guy, this guy, and this guy. Okay, so if they're equal to each other, I can say that 6x is equal to the sum of 3x plus 10 plus x plus 40. We have 6x, this is 3x and 3x, which is 4x, 10 plus 40 is 50. And that's, well, this one's different because we have variables on both sides, so let's get rid of this guy, minus 4x, minus 4x. To get rid of the coefficient that's smaller, you don't have to deal with negatives. So 2x equals 50, divide by 2, x equals 25. So let's see if I'm correct. If x equals 25, let's find the angles. Right, so it would be 6 times 25, which is 150. Here would be 3 times 25 plus 10, 75, 85. So that measures 85. And this one is 25 plus 40, which gives me 65. So it's 65 plus 85 is if I add this angle plus this angle equal to 150, because this measures 150 degrees. This measures 85 degrees, and this measures 65 degrees. Remember what we said? The sum of this guy and this guy is equal to that exterior angle. And it does, so we are good. Another exterior angle theorem, so it's telling us, and well, this one's different because it's actually making you read, figure out which angle is which. So angle BCD is this guy. And they're saying that this exterior angle, right, measures 6x plus 2. Angle BAC, which is this guy here, put an arrow, measures 3x plus 15. And obviously angle ABC, which is this guy here, measures 2x plus 1 minus 1. So the relationship is the exterior, I should have said that, exterior triangle, exterior, there we go, angle theorem. And it says that the exterior angle, this guy that's outside the triangle, right here, formed by this extension of this line. So 6x plus 2, that angle is equal to the opposite angle, the interior angles that are not adjacent to angle BCA, is equal to 3x plus 15 plus 2x minus 1. Right, so this guy here is equal to the sum of this and this. 6x plus 2 equals 5x minus plus 14. Yeah, that would be minus 5x on this side, minus 5x. We get x, sorry, let me shut that down. 6x minus 5x is x, plus 2 equals 14. And then minus 2, x equals 10. There you go. Nice pretty number. So if x equals 10, the exterior angle is 6 times 10 plus 2, which gives me 62. So the other two combined should give me 62. Let's see if I'm right. So 3 times 10 plus 15, right? Because x equals 10. So that gives me 3 times 10 is 30, plus 15 is 45. Here, it's 2 times 10, which is 20, minus 2 times 10, which is 20, minus 1 is 19. No! Where did I mess up? Oh! I got 6x plus 2, 3x plus 15, 2x minus 1, 5x, 14, minus 2 on both sides. And I forgot, oh no I did. Oh, 14 minus 2 is 10. Good, good, good math. I believe nobody's watching this video. So 14 minus 2 is 12. Oh my god. So what's the value of x? X equals 12. I'm just going to verify. So this guy is 6x plus 2. It doesn't ask you to verify, it asks you to find x, which it's 12. So 6 times 12 plus 2, 6 times 12 is 72, plus 2 is 74. So now if I add these two angles, it should also give me 74 if I add these two together. So angle ABC, which is this guy right here, is 2x minus 1. Let me substitute. It's 2 times 12 minus 1, which is 23. This angle right here is 3x plus 15. Or 3 times 12 plus 15. 3 times 12 is 36. Plus 15 is, I don't know, 41? No, 51 degrees. So if I add 51 and 23, do I get 74? I do. Thank you. Which means we are good. Wow. Now we come to the transversal. So two parallel lines. So first of all, you need two parallel lines in order for this to happen. This line and these two lines parallel. Then you have this guy cutting those two parallel lines. When that happens, you create these 8 angles. And guess what? This group over here has the same value as the group over here. Okay? Some of them have special names. For example, 1 and 5 are corresponding. They're in that same position, right? If I were to cut this transversal, this in 2 parts, right? If I were to cut that into 2, I would have 2 of these side by side. And this would be, let me put the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice that 1 and 5 here and here occupy the same position, so they are corresponding, right? 3 and 7 occupy the same position, so they are corresponding. 2 and 6 and 4, 8 are also corresponding, okay? Let me just go over alternate interior. Alternate interior are these angles, so think about the angles that are inside, in between these two parallel lines. So we're talking about 3 and 6 are alternate interior, and the other set pair of alternate interior is 4 and 5 alternate interior, which means they are congruent. They measure the same. There's another word here, and the other one is alternate exterior. The two angles that are outside the two parallel lines, which is 1 and 2 and 7 and 8, but 1 and 8 are alternate exterior, and so are 2 and 7. So a little rundown on that vocabulary. So if angle 1 measures 140, so let's just fill this in. That is 140. Guess what? Angle 4 is 140. And if we know those, if we know that, then we know what angle 2 and 3 is. What's angle 2? Angle 2 is going to be 180 minus 140 because it's angle 2 and angle 1 are supplementary. So angle 2 is 40, which makes angle 3 40. Now the bottom angles here, they're the same value. So that's 140, this is 40, that's 40, and this is 140. Ta-da! So angle 2 is 40, angle 3 is 40, angle 4 is 140, angle 5 is 140, angle 6 is 40, and angle 7 is 40, and angle 8 is 140. Identify each pair of angles. Okay, so these two, now they're inside, they're between the parallel lines, they're alternate, so these are the alternate interior. These two vertical angles. I think that's always everyone's favorites. These two, well, they're outside the parallel lines and they're diagonal from each other, so this makes them the alternate exterior. They're equal to each other. These two are supplementary. Okay, these two are supplementary. X and Y are supplementary. X, well, Y, and I'll give you the reason. Well, let's start filling in. If that's X, guess what? This is X. If that's Y, this is Y. Let me change color. And that's Y, right? Because they're transversals, right, I can also say that this is Y and this is Y, which makes this X and this X. So what's the relationship between X and Y, or any X in this picture, or any Y? So look at this. What's the relationship between those two? Well, they are on the same straight line, right? So they're a linear pair, which means they're supplementary. The sum of these two angles equal to 180. These two corresponding, which makes these guys equal to each other. So this one is equal to each other, this one is equal to each other, this one is equal to each other, this one. So when you set up the equation, you set up that one is equal to the other, except for this. When it's supplementary, it's one angle plus the other angle, which gives you 180. Find the value of X. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the relationship. These two angles are corresponding. If they're corresponding, they're equal to each other. So we get that X plus 80 equals 5X. Minus X minus X. We get 80 equals 4X. Divide by 4, divide by 4. And X, ladies and gentlemen, equals 20. Which makes this 5 times 20, which is 100. Which makes this 20 plus 80, which is 100. Notice that they have the same value because they're corresponding. So we are good. 25. What are these? These are alternate interior. And if they're alternate interior, they're equal to each other. So when we set up the equation, we get 2x minus 10, one of the angles, is equal to the other angle on the other side. Let's get rid of the minus x here by doing plus x. So let's do plus x over here. So we got 3x minus 10 equals 65. Minus 10 minus 10. No, sorry, plus 10 plus 10. 3x equals 75. If we divide by 3, x equals 25. Come here and substitute. So we get 65 minus 25, which makes this 40. And hopefully the other side will be 42. So 2x minus 10, or 2 times 25 minus 10, which is 50 minus 10, and it's 40. So look, they are congruent, same value, same angles. Why? Because they're alternate interior. Are we done? No? There's more? Oh no. Okay. Alternate exterior. Or they're alternate exterior, they're equal to each other, so 2x plus 10 equals 86 plus x minus x minus x. X plus 10 equals 86 minus 10 minus 10. X equals 76. All right, so here 86 plus 76 is going to be 162. Hopefully we get the same thing on this side. It's 2 times 76 plus 10. 152 plus 10 is 162. And they have the same value, and they should because they're alternating exterior. 27. These are supplementary. Okay. And if they're supplementary, they one angle plus the other angle equals 180, right? Because they're supplementary. Combined like terms, 8x plus 20 equals 180. Minus 20, 8x equals 160 divided by 8, and x equals 20 degrees. 3 times 20 minus 10 gives you 50. 5 times 20 plus 80. Sorry, plus 30. Where got the 80 from? 5 times 20 is 100, plus 30 equals 130. Well, are they supplementary? If I add 50 and 130, do I get 180? Yes, I do. And I should. So therefore, we are good as well. Okay. 2. Oh my God. 3 more. All right, let's do this one. I don't know where to start. So if that's 50, I mean, right, so that's 50. I want you gotta take a look at this and this. So those are the two vertical angles. That's 50. Angle 10 is 50. Okay. What else do I know here? No. No. That's parallel. That's 75. Okay, so if you look here, let me extend this, right? We have a parallel line, this parallel line. And we have this parallel line, so let me erase this. So I got my 50, right, from that. And then if you look at this, I'm looking at this and this, and I have an angle here that's 75. So guess what? This guy is 75 as well, because there's corresponding. So I can call this 75. If that's 75, this is 75, which makes angle 4 and 6, 105, 105. Okay? And if you look here, this group right here, and I'll erase in a second, this group right here and these group right here have a relationship. So if I know that angle 70 is 75, guess what? Up here at the bottom, angle 15 is 75. Well, now I can find angle 11. Angle 11 is angle 10 and 11 is equal to 105. So I know that angle 10 is 50, which makes angle 11 65. Sorry, 55. If angle is 55, look at the vertical angles. Whose opposite angle 11? It's angle 14, and that's 55. Angle 12 is now 75, right? So either use the vertical angle relationship or corresponding with angle 5. So 5 and 12 is 75. So all that's done. Can I find angle 2 now? I can, because it's a triangle, and I have 75, 55, which is 130, which makes angle 2, right? Because if you subtract that from 180, you get angle 2 is 50. Because the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. So angle 2 is 50. If I have angle 2, I have angle 1, I have angle 2. Can I find angle 3? Yes, I can, because the sum of these three, remember, it's a straight line. It's a straight line where angle 1, 2, and 3 is, right? It's a straight line. This is 180. So 1, 2, and 3 together should give me 180. So 1 is 75, 2 is 50, which is 125. So if I subtract 125 from 180, I get 55, which makes this guy here 55. Angle 3. Can I find angle 8 now? Yes, I can, because angle 8 plus angle 3 plus angle 10 is 180. I already have two of them, so I got 55 plus 50, which is 105, right? And to find angle 8, I'll do 180 minus 105, which makes angle 8 75. And how do I find angle 9? Well, angle 9 and 8, what's the relationship? They're supplementary, which makes this guy 105. Okay. This one, hopefully, it's a little faster. Oh, actually, the other one's not that bad. What do I know here? I know nothing. I know that angle 8 and angle 12 are the same. Angle 8 and angle 12 are the same, which is equal to angle 13. What in the world did I pick right here? ちょっと待ってください. 8, 12, and 13. They're equal to each other. Okay. I see. So I want you to just pay attention to this 3 angles right here. And first of all, here's a straight line, right? So imagine this straight line. And we have this angle. How much is this worth? Everybody here should know that that's worth 180. Everyone, right? But, and this represents this, right? What did they do with the 180? Well, they took the 180 and cut it into 3 parts. They called this angle 8, this called this angle 13, and they called this angle 12, right? So, take 180, and it says here that they're equal to each other. Well, take 180 divided by 3, and that means that each of these angles is worth 60 degrees. And that's your starting point. Okay. I got scared for no reason. So, let me go ahead and do this again. So now we know that angle 8 is 60 degrees. Maybe in this one I write. Angle 13 is 60. And angle 12 is 60. And that's our starting point. Okay, that's our starting point. So let's fill that in. 60 and 60. Now, if angle 8 is 60, guess what? Who's vertical to angle 8? Who's on the opposite side of angle 8? Angle 11. And that fellow is 60. And who's on the other side of angle 12? Opposite angle 12, right? Look at this, right? Right here. The 2 lines intersect, right? The crisscross here. And angle 9 will also be 60. Which means angle 10 is also going to be 60. Oh my God. Okay, so now we have parallel lines. And I got to erase this because nobody can see anything. They're telling us that this line and, well, not this line, and this line are parallel. So let's see if we can clear out the noise for a second. So here's a parallel line. Here's another parallel line, and it's cut by, if you want to take a look, well, it's cut by this guy right here, first of all. So if you pay attention to this, which is what I'm showing you is this line right here. Right, and these 2 lines, this one. Angle 17, which is here, right here. This corner right here has the same value as who? As angle 12. Look, they are they're corresponding. Yeah, they're corresponding. So angle 12, we know this guy's measure 60. So who corresponds to this angle on this side? It's angle 17. So we know that this guy is 60 degrees, which makes angle 16 60 degrees. What's angle 18? Well, angle 18 and 17 are supplementary, so angle 18 is 180 minus 60, which makes this guy 120. Okay, slowly. So we got that. Yeah, so let me just write that this is also 120. We'll get to it. Now, if you look at this line here, right, this, let me draw another. So again, these two lines, I'm going to change color to red. Now I want you to pay attention to on the upside. Angle 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? See if we can find corresponding angles. So you look at angle 1, which is this guy right here. Who corresponds to angle 1? Corresponding angle to angle 1 will be this guy right here. So this is angle 1. Corresponding would be angle 8 right here. They measure the same. So we know angle 8 is 60, which makes angle 1 60. If I know that, angle 3 is 60, and angle 2 and 4 are going to be 120, which is a supplement to angle 60. So that's 120, that's 120. And for some reason, they didn't say that this angle is parallel. Now see how they show me that these two lines are parallel because of that arrow there. But they didn't put an arrow here, which I'm assuming was a mistake on their part. Has to be a mistake on their part, right? And if that's the case, right, if that's a mistake and this is actually parallel, and I apologize for not seeing this, that makes angle 5, which is also corresponding to angle 1, which is also corresponding to angle 8. That's 60 as well. So if that's 60, this is 60, which makes the other two angles 120. We're missing this angle right here. No, well, actually, I need this angle here to find 15 and 14. So it's a quadrilateral, right? Here is my quadrilateral, and we know that in the quadrilateral, the sum of the angles is 360. So right now I have 60 plus another 60 plus another 120. I'm going to subtract 360 from that from 360. So 60 and 6 is 120 plus 120 is 240. So let's subtract that from 360. So 360 minus 240, which is going to give me 120. So this guy here is 120. And if that's 120, 14 is 120, which makes 16 60. Okay? So the beginning part was understanding this. It's kind of tricky. Last one. Oh my god. Who picks these things? Don't answer that. Make it bigger. Oh my god. Where do we start here? Alright, let's start here. It's a straight line, right? This is a straight line. So if it's a straight line, I know that this is 180. One part of it measures 94, so to find angle 14, I'm going to do 180 minus 94. 10 minus 4 is 6. 17 minus 9 is 8. So it makes this guy 86 degrees. Let's do it slower. What else can I find? I don't know. I can't do that. 86. Can't do that either. Got to try, I don't know that one. Okay, so this is what I see. That's triangle. I can find angle 13. And ask me how. Wait. Oh boy. Hang on. Okay, let's find angle 6. To find angle 6, we're going to look at this triangle right here. If I can make a straight line, we're going to look at this triangle. I need to focus on that. Alright, let me take that triangle to the side here. Looks like this. I'm going to get the erase the orange. So if you focus, let me not erase the orange. So if you focus on that, they give you that this guy is 62 degrees. This is 23 degrees. We know that triangle has sum of all three angles 180, and we can find angle 6 very easily. So 23 plus 62 is 85. And if you do 180 minus 85, you're going to get 95. So angle 6 is 95 there. All right, so isn't that bad? That's 95 degrees. And if that's 95 degrees, guess what angle 4 is? Oh, it's 95 degrees as well. Can we find angle 3? So we have this happening right now. This is 95. This is 95. Can you find this guy over here? This guy over here? Yes, because it's a supplement, right? So it's 180 minus 95, which is 85. So these two, angle 5 is 85. And angle 3 is 85. Now it becomes just a triangle after triangle after triangle problem. So look at this triangle right now. This one right here. Again, we have 2 angles out of the 3. We can easily find angle 1. Angle 1, so angle 1 is going to be, first of all, let's add degree. 31 degrees plus 85 degrees is 6, 116. And then angle 1 will be 180 minus 116. 10 minus 6 is 4. 7 minus 1 is 6. So this guy is 64 degrees. Alright, so it doesn't look that bad now. Well, how do I find angle? Now I can find angle 2. How do I find angle 2? Because these 3 guys, right, it's a straight line here. So that angle is 180. I have 64, 26. Can you find angle 2? Absolutely. 64 plus 26 is 90. Right, so that makes, and if you subtract 90 from 180, you get that angle 2 is a 90-degree angle. Easy. So again, triangle after triangle, and then we're going to focus on this triangle right here. Right? And again, we have 2 out of 3 angles. We have a 90-degree angle right here at the bottom. We have 44. We can easily find angle 11. So 90 plus 44 is something, 134. Yeah, so take that from 180. It's 46, so angle 11 is 46. Oh my god, and if angle 11 is 46, think about vertical angles. Right? Think about these 2 lines here. Who's across angle 11? Angle 8 is vertical angle, so that means angle 8 is 46. 46 degrees. Can we find angle 16 now? Now we have another triangle. So again, it just becomes a triangle after triangle problem. Now you can focus on this triangle and find angle 16. Right, so in angle 16, 2 of the angles are 36 and 46, which gives us 82. We're going to subtract that from 180. 10 minus 2 is 8, and 7 minus 8. So angle 16 is 98. Oops, careful. Make this guy 98. And if that's guy 98, if that's 98, can I find angle 17? I can, because remember, it's a straight line here. These 3 angles equal to 180. I have 2 of them. I have 62. I have 98. If I add that, I get 160, which makes angle 17, 20 degrees. Okay, so now having that, can I find angle 7? I can, because here I have a triangle, very tiny triangle right here, which I know 2 of the 3 angles. I have a 20 degree, I have an 85 degree. Can I find angle 7? 20 plus 85 is 105. If I do 180 minus 105, I'm going to get 75. So angle 7 is 75. Can I find angle 9? I can, because angle 7 is 75, which makes angle 10 75 for the vertical angle. Let's do angle 13 right here. Hopefully you can see this triangle over here. We have 75 plus 86, which is 11, 161. So what's angle 13? Well, it's 180 minus 161, which makes this fellow 19 degrees. Are we done? No, we need angle 9. Can we find angle 9? Yes. Angle 9 is vertical angle with angle 12. Right? Let me highlight that for you. Look at the crisscross right here. No. Yes. Yeah. Right, so if angle 12 is 95, guess what angle 9 is? It's also 95. Well, and then I think the last angle is angle 15. Can we find out what angle 15 is? Well, we have a triangle again. We have a 95 degree angle, a 94 degree angle. And I messed up somewhere. I think I used the wrong number. Let me retrace. Let me go back. That's okay. Sorry, angle 4 was 95, so not angle 12. So my mistake. And this is all good. I want to find angle 9. Angle 9, I don't have the value, but I can find the value because we have a straight line. So angle 7 plus angle 8 plus angle 9 equals 180. Angle 7, 75 degrees. This is angle 7 by the way. Angle 8 is 46. Angle 9, let's just call that x, equals to 180. 11, 121 equals, 121 plus x equals 180. We're going to subtract 121 from both sides. X equals 59. So angle 9 is 59. Much better. And then finally, angle 15 is the sum of 59 plus 94. Right? I'm going to subtract that from 180, which makes angle 15 27 degrees. All right, it wasn't that bad. It's just, again, just a lot of numbers close together, which at time, as you can see by my mistake, get confusing. But we're done. So that's your review.